Hi everyone, this is Shavaya Loves Makeup, and this video is going to be on some sort of beauty related products that I consider must-haves for the winter season, especially if you live in a very cold, dry environment like I do, which lasts several months, and so you have to change your cleansing regimen to deal with the harsh elements. The first thing I want to talk about is the cleansers that I've had to change to using because I have already naturally dry skin, which gets even drier in the winter months because, again, I live somewhere where it's very, very cold and it's very, very dry during the winter months, which can last anywhere from November through March. So in terms of cleansers, I can't use anything with any harsh irritants at all, or any sort of acids. I can't even use something like this Neutrogena cleanser that I like to use that has salicylic acid. My skin just reacts very quickly to the acid because of the dryness. So I read up a lot on the internet about what dermatologists are recommending in terms of fatty soaps. So there are some soaps out there that contain ingredients that are more creamy and moisturizing and emollient for your skin during winter months, and one of them is Dove. Dove has more fatty ingredients than, say, Ivory, and if you think about it, Ivory soap is very drying. If you've ever tried it on your face, a bar of Ivory soap will just dry the heck out of it. This is Dove body wash in deep moisture, so it has this ingredient Nutrium, and it's, again, a very nourishing body wash. I use it on my face, and I usually would otherwise not use it throughout the year, but it is so emollient. It has several oil-based products in it, and so I think that's what definitely helps in terms of not drying out my face. And I also can use, this is a generic brand of Cetaphil, and I like Cetaphil. It's a gentle cleanser, but not the bar. If you use the bar instead of this sort of lotion, it's definitely drying. Another thing for winter in terms of moisturizing, I use a couple of different moisturizers. Some are to fight to fight signs of aging, such as hyperpigmentation and fine lines, and so they do have properties in them that will facilitate cell rejuvenation, and ergo they are irritating to dry skin in the winter in my experience. So I have to be very careful about any anti-aging products that I use in the winter. I am using currently during the day Perricone MD's Face Finishing Moisturizer. I really like it. It's supposed to tighten fine lines and wrinkles and also work on hyperpigmentation. But when I use this alone, I can certainly feel it tightening my face, but I don't feel like it's providing enough hydration. So on top of that, I will actually use Pond's, the dry skin cream that you can get at any drugstore, the original. This is like $5 US, rich hydrating skin cream. So it's very interesting that I'm pairing such a high-end item, such a high-cost item, with such a classic drugstore item, but they work really, really well. This is Pond's is such a emollient, fatty cream. I, again, probably wouldn't use it any other time of the year because it doesn't have anti-aging properties, but I find that I really, really need it in the winter months because we get like windburn. You know, if you're walking down the street and it's windy, it's so cold, I'll get cracks right here along the side of my face, under my eyes, so I can't use any eye treatments that have any, again, anti-aging or acidic properties to them. So I don't have any eye cream at the moment because they have just turned my eyes to this very sensitive mush. In terms of exfoliating, I don't use any scrubs during the winter season. I find it too harsh, so I'll just use my Predica Sonic Dermabrasion brush that I showed in an earlier video. It has very soft bristles. It's a very gentle exfoliant. This is the only thing that I can use, again, during the winter months. No glycolic acid, no retinol. My face has turned so sensitive to retinol. I used it one night under my eyes like I usually do, and it was so dry and flaky the next day. It took a couple days really to repair the damage that was done. My lips also get very, very dry and can get windburned, and you know how little kids, if they keep licking their lips, they get this red chappy look. I tend to get that, again, because of the dryness. So I have found that nothing works. I actually got what are called fissures, I think, basically cracks in my lips, and they were starting to bleed, so it's quite serious. Your regular chapstick sort of product wasn't working, so I had to buy something that's really effective. It's called Neosporin Lip Treatment, and this has medicinal properties in it above and beyond what any chapstick wax has. So I used the Neosporin. It did help to repair the damaged lips and the fissures that were on my lips, and now I'm really in love with C.O. Bigelow's Rose Salve, or Rose Salve. This has been a lifesaver. You can get this at Bath & Body Works, and it smells really good. It's a classic. It's a rose-scented salve that has 9% rose extract. Supposedly you can use it on your cuticles, elbows, knees, but I only use it on my lips, and actually, this might sound kind of gross, but up into my nose area right here gets really, really dry, and up along the sides I put it here, and I sleep with that stuff slathered all up in here and on the sides. So this salve has been a saving grace for me. Just a couple of other things. This is really big, so it's hard to show. I can't even, oh, let's see if I can show you this. This is by Conair, and this is a paraffin treatment, and it's for your hands, and it comes with a wax. The wax is hard right now, but when you plug it in, it melts, and it gets really super hot. Not safe for kids, but very good for your hands as a wax treatment. You soak your hands in there until it forms a waxy base. You put plastic gloves over it, over your hands, and after the initial debilitating heat, well, it's not debilitating, it is quite hot, then it starts to cool, and as you can imagine, because you're wearing gloves, you've got that humidity going on, and once you pull off the paraffin treatment, your hands feel like butter. They are so soft, and all the dryness around your cuticles is taken care of. So I love paraffin wax treatments for the winter. The last thing I want to talk about that I didn't bring in because it's actually not a beauty item, but I think every household should have a humidifier, either a cold air or a warm air humidifier. If you have children like I do, she has a cold air one for safety in her room, and we have warm air humidifiers all around the house, so that helps to keep you know, the humidity up in your house. The last thing I want to talk about is water, and I read a very interesting article about how you know, they keep the common knowledge is to drink a lot of water so you stay hydrated during the winter months, and your skin stays hydrated. Well, studies have shown that drinking water, yes, is good for your overall health, but you can drink all the water you want and you will still have dry skin. So it sort of plateaus at a certain point. Good to keep drinking water, but it's not going to solve your dry face skin problems. You've got to deal with it topically. You've got to deal with it through other means than just drinking water, is what I read. So I'm still trying to drink water, but I'm not going overboard. I'm not drowning myself, because it's not going to make a difference in the overall appearance of my skin. To a minimum it does, and then it's no longer effective. So I think that's all that I wanted to share. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any recommendations for winter must-haves in terms of beauty items, if you live in a cold, dry climate like I do, please share below. And thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.